Hi YouTube, Bookham Dano here, Peanut, Oliver Queen. Got a bunch of stuff to do. We've got
It's like an unboxing.
all this to unbox.
And it's like a little bit of comics and cocktails. A little bit.
Yeah, and then we've got some books that I got graded through Galactic Greg's, our local comic store. And so I can show those off too. So first off is this box.
It's a wonderful box.
So the big brown box is from my comic shop, from their premium auction. I won some auctions, so and then these other the two priority books boxes are also auction wins from eBay.
I'm very excited to see what's
Yeah,
in the
so
box.
I don't know what they are. I think you're gonna like this one.
Should we cheers first? Before
Yeah.
we... Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
So it's a beautiful day here. It's been a hectic week. I had finals week, and then I don't look like the usual college student, but working on some certifications. I'm in IT, and so I'm working on some IT certifications, and the semester ended this week, so I had 5 finals.
Plus working, plus he's married to me, which is a full-time job.
True fact.
Keeping me in line, keeping me... It's a career, too.
She needs supervision.
Especially if the moon is full.
Okay, so
Oh boy!
what we have here is, let's take this out, and
Ooh!
Gideon Falls, /1. It's one of our
Nice.
favorite stories. So we didn't have
cool.
any of these, slabbed before. This is our first
Oh, that's cool. So when I
graded one.
reviewed or whatever, I don't know if I review them. When I tell you guys what to read, Gideon Falls was up there.
Yeah, that was one of your favorite.
And you
favorite
really
reads.
wish that you had picked this up. This is beautiful. Is this in your? So is this going to be your PC?
This is for the PC. That's right.
Private personal collection.
Personal collection. That's right.
The proper nomenclature.
It is, yeah. So it took me a while to learn that. I was watching somebody else's YouTube video, and they're like, "Oh, this is for the PC all day," and
There's a cool
I had to
quote
ask him what
from-
PC was.
From Jeff Lemire in the back. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
About the artist.
Andrea Sorrentino is a virtuoso artist. He doesn't just draw the stories I write, he expands the ideas into bold new territories I never could have imagined,
That's
challenging me
sweet.
and the reader to keep up with him. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, and then this is like the Virgin cover. So.
And was that one from my comic shop? Is that
No,
the-
this was, that was an eBay auction, Comic Monster, I think. Same place I got the Ascender, the signed Ascender.
Very cool.
So, okay, this is these boxes. They've actually been sitting around the house for a few days because I've been
Yeah.
busy studying and everything. And
He actually said when he was like getting too tired with school and work and Oliver, he's like,
I was
don't
mostly
wanna
school
look.
and work. I was just
You're being sweet. He was like, I don't want to look at comics right now. And I was like, he's having
Yeah,
a bad
I-
day.
I
That's
did-
a bad day in our house.
It's like I don't even feel like opening boxes. Okay, so this is something that I just kind of came across. It's
that's
Our Army at War number 150. Pretty decent copy. It's not a key issue or anything, but it's from 1965. I'm a big fan of the DC war books, Sergeant Rock.
That's cool.
And I came across the auction. It was about to end, and it was going for like $30. So I thought, well, I'll put in a bid and see what happens, and we ended up winning the auction for $33, something like that, which, like I said, it's not a key issue or anything, but it's, I'm a big fan of Easy Company and Sergeant Rock, so.
And those were probably like the first comics. Were those the comics you were kind of like allowed to read?
Yeah, those, when I was a kid, that was what I read, was the DC War books. So I actually subscribed to Sergeant Rock after he got his own title. And so I subscribed to that for like a year, maybe two. And then I also would pick up GI Combats when I could find them.
Are you kicking yourself that you didn't save them?
Yeah.
Because I bet they would be
mentioned this before, but
pristine condition.
They were. So I had all these Sergeant Rocks delivered to the house, and they came in like a plain brown wrapper, and I found them all in a drawer at my parents' house, like 15 years ago, maybe less than that, even, and they were still in the wrapper that they were mailed in like 1978, and I kept them in really good shape, even though I read all those Sergeant Rocks like 5 times, and so I was like, oh, sweet, I got these things, I'll just sell them on eBay, because I wasn't really into comics at the time, and so really, kind of regret that.
So you kept all the Playboys and threw out the comics. So this one...
Yeah. So this is from my comic shop.
Yes. So this one...
Yeah, so there's a couple modern books, and then there is something I'm super... Can I say it? I'm pretty stoked.
Are you stoked about it, Danny? Let's show some enthusiasm in this house. Oh, they pack it so nice.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can always count on.
Like the corner things. I appreciate that.
So there are 2...
I'm going to move your beer.
Thanks. 2 graded comics and a raw comic. Alright, so we'll do the raw one last, because that is the coolest. Okay, so this is just kind of a modern, could be key issue going forward.
Is that the City of Bane?
Yeah, so it's Batman 77, which is the death of Alfred.
Oh.
Which...
That's sad.
It's very sad. Very sad.
So is this one in the personal collection?
Yes. So...
Oh, look, they advertise for Dark Crystal. I always like that. I'll show you the back, too. That's very cool. That's cool.
Alright, and then this... tape on here.
Tom King. Tom King is the writer.
Yeah, don't even try reading his Batman.
Damn you, Tom King. Makes me cry every time I read a comic by him.
Alright, and then this one is a little bit older, but not much. This is a new 52 Green Lantern. This is the first, it's Green Lantern number 20. It's the first appearance of Jessica Cruz in Cameo. But it's also the last Jeff Johns issue of his Green Lantern run. And it's a wraparound cover, which is really
and you got
cool.
You got another wraparound.
Yeah.
It was,
I think the
was it the
Crisis on Infinite Earths #1 is a wraparound cover. Okay, so yeah, these are both for the personal collection.
PCs.
They were not particularly expensive, and one of the nice things about my comic shop is you can count on them to ship things properly, and they also don't charge very much for shipping. So to ship 2 slabs and this raw comic, I'm pretty sure it was $4.95. So you do okay. So this I'm really excited about. Dare I say, stoked.
I just think it's funny to hear that come out of your face. I never thought it would.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is our Army at War number 84. It's going back to like 1961, maybe 62. This is the second appearance of Sergeant Rock. So Sergeant Rock, his first appearance is our Army at War number 83, and so this is cool. Sergeant Rock meant so much to me as a kid, and our Army at War number 83. In the same auction, a 2.0 went for $750.
So what did this one grade as?
This one, my comic shop had is, I think, a 4.0.
Are you gonna get this one graded?
I will certainly consider it. I will probably get it graded.
Are you gonna get it pressed before you get it graded?
I'll take a look at it to see if a pressing would help.
That's really cool. Laughter on Snakehead Hill.
But it's
So were these stories like accurate battle stories, or were they just like made up battle stories?
Oh, that's a really good question. They were made up, but they were in the proper context, at least most of the time. Mm-hmm. So by the time I started reading Sergeant Rock, he was in his own title. That started with 302. He was in the title. Before that, he was in Our Army at War, starting with issue 83 and going to 301. So when I was reading them, they were kind of slugging their way. Easy Company was slugging their way through France, fighting the Germans. I did read that there is a issue that is not, that they basically got wrong, because they had Easy Company at the Battle of Dunkirk, which was before the United States was even in the war. And Dunkirk wasn't much of a battle. It was, the British Army trying to evacuate because they were pinned against the coast. And, there was the movie a couple years ago that came out. I think it won some Oscars.
I think you being such a nerd is really sexy. I just follow along.
That's, yeah. That's how you do it, kids. So, yeah, I'm really, really, really pleased with this.
I was looking at the receipt in the back. Very, very reasonably priced.
Yeah, well, especially compared to his first appearance.
Sometimes I don't want to know. Half the time.
Yeah.
Your money.
Okay.
So next up.
Yeah, next up we've got some stuff. Now, by the time you see this video, we kind of did a soft launch of our eBay store, Book 'em Dano Comics on eBay. Got a few things listed, but we've already sold
at least
five or six books, I think.
Yeah,
and
so it's doing really well. I'm really
so
proud of
we're doing all right. There's only about a dozen things listed at the moment, but I will be listing more now that I've got a break from school. So these
I'll hold up as
okay.
you describe.
I've got 5 comics here that I had purchased in different places over the last couple years, and I took them into Galactic Greg's in Valparaiso, which is our LCS, and Jeremy, the manager there, sent my books in with some of theirs to get pressed, and then he took them to C2E2 to get graded. So this is Showcase number 79, first appearance of Dolphin. It's kind of a pretty cool cover, I think.
It is.
And she's a cool character. She was in the latest Aquaman, the Aquaman Rebirth. She was in that, which is where I first heard of her. So I have 2 copies
Yeah, so show the other one.
of Showcase 79. Here's the other one. Came back as a 6.0. So one copy I purchased on eBay. It was like 3 or 4 issues of Showcase, DC Showcase bundled together. And then the other copy, which I'm thinking is the 7.0, we got at C2E2. Well, I don't know if it was 2019 or the 2018. I've had it for a little while. So this is, she's a cool character, and this is a decent book.
So
I
the
think.
6.0 will be on your store.
Yeah. So we're gonna
So I'll put this one down.
sell the
and stop teasing you
6.0.
guys.
And the 7.0 goes in the personal collection.
Danny keeps
for
the
now.
7.0.
So that's kind of a hard book to find in high grade. There are no 9.8s out there, and there's about a dozen 9.6s. And then after that, it gets more common to find them. But in the real high grade, it's kind of rare. Okay, so this is cool. I'm gonna hold this one up. This is Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 29, I believe. Yeah, number 29. It's the last 10-cent issue, so it's a Silver Age book, but it's got that Golden Age 10-cent price. And then it's a beautiful copy. I won this at an auction on Hip Comic, I think is the name of the place, and
You won
it
this?
wasn't. Yeah. Well, I mean, I won the auction,
Oh.
but it wasn't. It was a raw copy, and I don't think I paid very much for it. $15 or something. And to be honest, I thought it was going to grade a bit higher than this because it's absolutely beautiful.
It is.
The corners are sharp. If you can see these here.
Yeah, the pages are pretty dingy, though. I mean, you can kind of tell.
Yeah. But most of the grade, I think, comes from the cover.
And the color really does pop. 100 toy soldiers for $1.25. $1.25? What?
That's a bargain.
That's nuts.
So anyway, it's a kind of a fun cover, that I thought was kind of cool.
So that one is in personal.
That's in the personal collection because it's Silver Age DC. However, pretty much everything is for sale at the right price. All right, this is cool. I think this is 4-color number 386. It's also known as Uncle Scrooge number 1. It's from 1952. Came back as a 4.0. So this is, like I said, it's usually considered the Uncle Scrooge number 1. And we also have his first appearance, which is 4-color 189, which is from 1948, I believe. So kind of an Uncle Scrooge fan, so
And why are you an Uncle Scrooge fan?
Well, my dad is a big Donald Duck fan, and he's got tons of Golden Age Donald Duck comics. He doesn't have this one though, and he doesn't have the other one I have, the 4-color 189.
So are you gonna give him this one? No.
I'll give him the link to the video so you can see it.
I know you'll bring it with you.
Yeah,
that's neat. So that one is also PC.
This one is PC, yeah.
I'm letting them know what they can go out and buy. This one.
Yeah, so here's one that
is
cool,
for sale,
and it's going to be on the eBay store. There's more news about this just this week. So this is Nova number 1 from 1976. And that came back as a very nice 9.4. Very happy with that. This was just a antique store buy. We have a booth at the local antique store where we sell books and some comics, and I usually kind of walk around, see whatever the other people have for sale, and found this for $5. So very, very pleased with that.
And this will be in your store.
Yep, this will be going into the.
So what was the news on this one? Because you.
It's more like confirmed rumors or whatever that Nova is going to be part of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Very
so
cool.
Be showing up in a movie. It's kind of funny. His name's Richard Ryder. So.
Why is that funny?
Because people named Richard are sometimes called Dick. So.
Dick Ryder.
Only the comics, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so that's
it. I hope you guys are watching The Last Dance.
Yeah, Last Dance has been great. The last 2 episodes are going to show tomorrow night, so we're looking forward to that.
Yep.
Go Bulls.
All right. Well, that was great, and linked below will be your store.
Yep.
So grab them while they're hot. I hope everybody's staying well, doing well, and then until next time.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye, guys.